Do you want to get high?
No.
Do you want to get high?
Come on. Stop being a fucking little
Get
baby.
high.
You're an adult. You should.
No, I
With that
can't.
hat,
I can't.
I called to somebody with that hat that nobody,
God.
I don't even know why I know, but I said, do you know Mary Tyler Moore? I feel like
Well,
she's
I know
going to
the
whip that
name.
hat off and just throw it in the air.
I don't know what you're
Oh, wait,
referencing. I don't know
she's
what you're
from-
referencing.
Mary Tyler Moore used to have a TV show, a comedy show, sitcom, and at the end of her opening credits, she would throw her hat, and that reminds me of that hat.
Should we do something right now? Should we like play a game and like all switch hats? Because we're all wearing
You
hats.
wanna? I'll wear somebody's hat.
Should we?
I want the beanie.
I got a whole list.
Didn't I tell you not to wear a beanie anymore?
I know. It's funny. I was going to say that on the last one if we needed help, but we didn't need any help because that was amazing. I was going to bring that up how since I've asked you to like check on my hair, I've cut it crazy short so it doesn't even really need to be checked on. And both times I've worn a beanie since you said, I don't like the way you look when you wear a beanie.
Well, that's either two things. That's either one, you don't trust me to tell you about your hair, so you're covering it up and cutting it short.
Okay.
Or you just don't fucking like me. You're putting on a beanie.
No, I'm just counterculture.
And then you guys talk about how hot you are. You have a beanie on your head.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good point. That is a good point.
We just want to start stripping off
Every
later.
time he does that with the heat, he has like 5 layers on and a hat.
Yeah, I do have a lot of shirts on right now.
And I can't do the wrestling thing. I'm pissed because they're doing it on the fan. I'm so angry. He's the guy who lost has to dress up as a wrestler. I'm so pissed.
So what else? You need to make something up for me?
Strip it down, bro. I mean,
Hey, you got to do something.
strip it down. Let's go. She has to give you a tattoo.
I'll
That'd
let
be so
that
fun.
happen.
Yeah?
Yeah. Don't tell my
That'd be
wife.
cool.
Can you draw?
A stick figure.
Awesome.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Then forget it.
A Mickey Mouse head.
Even worse. Forget it.
You love Disney.
Yeah, you love Disney.
Yeah, but not on
And
my
your
body.
wife would like that.
Not on my body. Not wearing the clothes. That's not my thing. I like the experience of it. I'm not like
Oh, this will be an experience.
So I found my old like list of notes, which I hadn't made any notes. I think since week 16 or 15. I got it. Don't worry about
I'm just
it.
making sure it was 20.
I've got it. Don't worry
Just
about
making
it.
sure it was 20.
I've got all the stats here of like records and stuff. I don't know. None of this is correct at this point.
You were off.
So
usually
I
most of the
won.
time.
Kurt came in second because the season's officially over.
What year are you talking about? Are you talking about this year?
But it's the
Yes.
playoffs. It's a fresh start.
It is a fresh start. I
So-
killed it last year in the playoffs.
You do? You remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I
you
remember
did.
when I do well.
You came in last, and then you killed it in the playoffs.
I did. So now I came in first.
That means
Fade
you're gonna.
me.
Shockingly enough, last weekend was like after like moving and doing all these things that I've had like no time to watch football really, which
Great.
my record reflects. I watched the most amount of football this past weekend, and it was just like the wrong weekend
Worst weekend.
to be watching football
Yeah.
because it was awful.
Because
a very
everyone
weird
was sitting.
It was awful. Not everybody was sitting. Even
And
the
the
games.
Vikings and the Lions game was awful
Right, because the Vikings could not score in the fucking red zone.
So
at
happy.
all.
So happy that the Lions won.
That was
that was sorry.
crazy.
Ooh, you both could have said it at the same time.
That was absolutely crazy.
yeah.
The Vikings spent $2 million on tickets.
Yeah, explain this to me because I don't know what this is all about.
They spent $2 million. They bought $2 million of tickets from the Lions somehow. I don't know if it was from them directly. I can't imagine the Lions would sell them $2 million worth of tickets.
Okay.
So I'm going to assume the Vikings went on the secondary market and bought $2 million worth of tickets, sold them to their fans, their season ticket holders at face value,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
Everybody flew over to Detroit, and we watched them kick 3 field goals.
Wow. That's crazy.
3 field goals.
3 field goals all game.
3
It
field
was
goals.
bad. They didn't run though. They did the same thing in the end zone.
They let go of Jones.
every single time. Why? They only threw the ball all 3 downs. Why didn't they run it at all?
Yeah, no good.
First Down Dawgs.
It wasn't good for a betting standpoint either.
Now, like, where do you take that going into the playoffs? Was that like a little bit of like no, because it meant something to them.
Right.
And
They
meant
needed to
something.
win.
I mean, I wouldn't read
Too deep.
end all be all
Right.
on that. They had a great season, but yes, you are 100% right.
Big spot.
Yes.
Quarterback who doesn't have a lot of experience shows up small.
Yeah. Minnesota needs to be home.
I think too. You think so?
I think
too. Is this like Sam Darnold showing that he is not that quarterback that like makes his own decisions on the field?
Sure.
He just listens to the play that's called instead of saying, "Hey, no, we got to change it
Right,
up.
if that play doesn't work."
It hasn't worked. Like call an audible, do it yourself."
That's so funny that you say that and interesting because like that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
Because I watched something on Saturday morning about Jared Goff. That guy is his ability to change the play and see. I saw like 5 or 6 examples of him reading the defense perfectly at the line. He's light years ahead of Sam
And he
Darnold.
probably knows
Yeah.
his weapons better.
Knows
You
his
know
weapons.
what I mean? Like
And
it's
he's
a big
confident.
deal.
Knows where the pressure's coming. Knows when there's 7 guys on the line. Somebody's going to be open right away. Like it was awesome to watch that with him. 2 totally different quarterbacks at different times in their career.
But imagine Detroit losing that game by like 3 and then having to go to LA to play Stafford again.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want that.
That
And
would've been
I'm
crazy.
so happy. We had it last year and that's
Yeah.
it. Now Minnesota could go fuck with them.
Did you guys see the Bears? So the Bears beat the Packers,
I did.
right?
They tried to do a Lambeau
The
leap.
Lambeau
Yeah,
leap,
yeah.
and the fans are just pushing the Bears back onto
They
the
took
field.
it really well though. It was cool. Like everybody was kind of laughing.
It
Like,
was
even
cool.
The players.
That's an interesting reaction from those fans, though.
Yes.
That's like real fans because, like, you've got a professional football player jumping at you. Katie knows what this is like. You know, you got a professional football player just jumping at you, and it's like, how are you going to shun that guy away if Joe Burrow's jumping at you in
Oh
your
my
dreams?
God.
Taking
You know?
Joe Burrows. Open arms over the Jets in the fucking AFC Championship.
I'm pushing all the fans away.
Oh man.
Just me.
Just
I need a personal Lambeau leap.
he was looking at me. So the sparkle in his eye.
I have a major crush on him.
You
lately.
really
Yeah, we're
do.
aware. We see.
Major.
It is getting good. I hope next season can start next week. There's definitely gonna be something that happens over the summer that she comes in next year and she's like, fucking hate Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
No.
Definitely.
He's too private.
The Jerry Jones. Bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones is a bad motherfucker. Do you see what happened?
Talking about the quarterback situation?
Yes.
Not starting Rush?
Cooper Rush needed like 4 plays to make $250,000, which in football is not a lot of money, but I'm sure it's a lot of money to him.
I'm sure it's a lot of money to
Oh
him.
yeah.
They played Trey Lance instead of him. That is...
It's a slap in the face.
That's a slap in the face because
yeah.
Rush has put wins on the board for them.
He played great.
That's
Not great.
rude.
But where you
But
going to
played
go with
good.
him? In essence, where are you going to go with him? But then if you think about the other side, why is Dallas trying to save $250,000? Just
Seriously. You've got it.
You have
You'll be
so
all
much
right.
money.
oh,
Here's an interesting one, too. Has anyone thought about if the Rams and the Chargers are in the playoffs and they both get home field advantage? Same thing with the Jets and the Giants.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever thought about if they both have home field advantage and they both make it to the conference championship weekend, what would they do?
who
Have
gets
to play
the seats?
Saturday and have to play Sunday.
No, you can't do that weekend, though, because they both play on the same day usually.
Morning game and night game.
So you're going to clear that bitch out of Chargers or Jets fans, re-ramp the thing, and be ready to play for
They
the
can.
Rams and
That'd
the
be
Giants.
wild.
That would be
can.
awesome.
That would be crazy.
I'm willing to bet that that's going to happen in LA before it happens in between the Jets and the
I
Giants.
think you're 100% right about that. And their colors are kind of similar, so they might be able to get away with it. You'll
Yeah.
see a Chargers in the
They've
background of the
shown
Rams.
they've shown that in videos of like same day games like basketball having to change over by nighttime to hockey and
Yeah,
vice
but
versa.
football was something like 16 hours or something like that when they
Well,
have to
'cause
go
they have
from
to
Sunday
change
to
the-
Monday.
Yeah.
They have to change the colors on
Yeah.
the field.
Field, they got to paint that bitch.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
said
Bryce Young is my last one.
Oh,
You hear his new nickname?
No, but I'm glad you're not just going to prop him up because he had another decent game. But go on.
The Carolina Reaper is what his new nickname is.
Carolina Reaper?
Yep. So after he beat the Saints, they fired the head coach.
Ooh.
After they beat the Giants, they cut Daniel Jones.
Awesome.
He knocked the Cardinals out of the playoffs with a win and the Falcons out of the playoffs with a win.
I kind of like it now.
Carolina Reaper.
I kind of like it now.
Talk about a guy who
kinda like
ended
it,
a
too.
season on such a high note. He has a lot of good things going for him going into next
Yeah,
year.
he does. I have to say it. My least favorite guy, quarterback, but he has played very, very well.
I'm happy he's come back to prove.
I
me
mean,
wrong.
I did take Tampa Bay and Atlanta when they were both down at halftime to win money line,
Yeah.
and Atlanta sucks, so I'm not very happy about that. But sure, Bryce Young, great. Still not worth on your fantasy team.
Next year, though.
He is running them in though too. He's doing well.
He's also the only player you can name on the fucking Panthers, probably.
Oh, 100%. Peppers isn't there anymore? Julius Peppers?
I thought Darnold was still a quarterback.
Jake Delahome. I actually asked, we were doing inventory and we get like a finance guy and then a guy who comes from a different company to account with us. And I had my Pittsburgh gear on, obviously. Fuck, I was supposed to wear Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oh, now you're definitely.
It's the
gonna lose all your
playoffs.
picks.
No.
I gotta go get my shirt.
No.
I gotta go get my shirt.
No.
This is
No.
ridiculous.
The clock is running.
It's not happening.
Oh, man.
It'll probably be
Anyway,
good for you.
I actually asked this finance guy, who's your favorite team? He said, Carolina. I said, oh, you from Carolina? No, I like their colors. That's literally what he said.
That sounds like something a girl would say.
Sure.
Honestly.
Or like a kid.
Yeah.
Or a kid for sure.
God. I'm furious right now.
So since I listen to the show, even when I'm not on it, and you wanted some information about quarterbacks in the NFL draft, I tried to do a little digging.
All right, do it quick because I got to make
So-
picks this week.
35 years of data shows the only position that, regardless of round, that exceeds the 5-year median AV is. Do you know the position?
I don't even know what the question is.
Running back.
Offensive lineman. And
That
it
makes
takes,
sense.
It takes them all the way until round 6 to get to the average number.
Wow.
Quarterbacks,
Really?
regardless of round, always are letdowns. And the thought process behind that is they think that a lot
Is that
of
what the internet said? Quarterbacks, no matter what.
no matter what round, are always letdowns.
I could see that. But also we got to like talk about like if we're really going to geek out on numbers, you're talking about a position that has 1 player and then a position that has 5 players.
Sure.
So
I
that
get that.
skews that number
That is
because I'm
big.
a fucking nerd a little bit.
You're right, you're
you
right.
know?
But it also, the ones that were up there too, if I looked at the chart, was
You did look at the
D
chart, right?
lineman.
Okay.
they're also
Which
better.
makes sense.
True.
5
Which
people again.
still again,
Numbers.
more people.
Math.
Math it.
Mathing.
Bad thing.
Still not a word.
It's a fucking word in Urban Dictionary.
All right, let's make some fucking playoff
All right, let's do
picks.
it.
Who
I
goes
don't
first?
go last. I can't believe I'm not wearing my Steeler jersey.
You don't
Ben.
go
I'm
last?
sorry. I don't go first. Did I say I don't go last?
Yeah.
See, I'm all screwed up. My luck is gone now. I already think I did a bad thing for the team. I can't believe it. I took it out of my drawer and I said, this'll bring them a little bit of luck.
How fast can you run and get it?
No, I'm not doing it.
No, we're not doing
It's
it.
in the
Oh, I feel bad. I'm so superstitious.
fine, it's
I really,
fine.
really,
I know.
really feel for you.
It's fine. Johnny, you go. You sucked all year.
I know. All right, so I'm starting with the Chargers going to the Texans -3. My new thing this week is I'm giving
Why
them.
do you have a new thing? It's
minus
Wildcard
2.5
weekend.
on
Whatever.
FanDuel.
It doesn't. When I looked at it before, it was -3. So I'm going with -3. No, I'm going with -2.5. Wait, no, I'm going with -3.
It's -2.5.
All right, but I'm not looking at it live.
All right, stop yelling at
I
me.
prepared this week.
Okay,
So this
okay.
might have been from last night. So my thing this week is I'm giving you a pick, and I'm also going to give you the correct score of the game.
Ooh, good one. Nice.
Right?
I like that.
So if I get one of the correct scores right, it counts as 3 right answers.
One of the sides?
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Right?
Yeah, if you can name one side, but you can't win a bet. Oh, you can win a bet like that. You can bet home team score and away team score.
Exactly.
Do it. I agree.
All right, so the Chargers are coming in. They've won 3 games in a row. They've only given up 301 points this season. You think about the Chargers, you think about Justin Herbert, you think about the offense. Their defense is great.
Defense is good.
They're gonna outscore the Texans. Fun fact about the Texans, they've scored and given up the same exact amount of points.
Wow.
372.
That's hard to do.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
I just think that
That also means their defense sucks.
I just think that now the Texans, I'm also hedging a little bit here because the Texans are my Super Bowl pick. That was a long time ago. I'm taking the Chargers 27-17 over the Texans.
To write this down, even though we're audio.
27-17?
Yep.
Wow.
I like
So
that.
2.5, 3, it doesn't matter.
All right.
They're going to win by 10.
It's 2.5. They're going to
It's
win by
2.5.
10. Yeah, right.
I just said 27-17.
Oh, that's true. You're
Mathing.
Right. You're right. You're mathing.
Mathing.
Are you jumping in on this game?
I am jumping
Shit.
in.
I was gonna too, but now, fuck.
Don't, because you don't have luck on your side and we have luck on our side. Chargers minus 2.5.
I'm gonna give you guys both the Chargers at minus 2.5. I had that pick as well. I will now switch mine. It's not a family play.
It could be.
No, it's fine.
I just think the Chargers are hitting when they really need to be hitting. And also the Texans, I went back and looked through their schedule. They have only beat, and I like CJ. I like the Texans. I really did. They have only beaten one good team, and it was the Bills in Week 5.
Mm-hmm.
They have not beaten anyone.
They got a long way to go. Mm-hmm. They do have experience.
Underachieved.
But they're going down at the wrong time.
All right, I gotta jump in because I feel like we're running out of time already.
got
Tampa Bay, they're playing Washington in the primetime Sunday night game, which I, for some reason, can't believe, but I do believe it will be a good game. Washington got in. Congratulations. I think Baker Mayfield's experience is going to come through here. They got a running back. They might have two with White. They just have more weapons. Evans is flying high right now. That McMillan kid, whoever it was that I picked up in fantasy and did really well for me,
Yeah.
he's catching everything. I'm going Tampa Bay. I love the line, -3, Tampa Bay.
I have Commanders
I did have the Chargers, but I'm giving it to you guys. You have the Commanders at +3.
+3. I do.
All right.
I do agree with you that Baker Mayfield does have the experience over Jaden Daniels, obviously.
Means a lot.
It does mean a lot. However, they're so inconsistent. The Bucks
Always been. Has always been. But
And
he's
I-
going to throw for 380.
Oh, okay. We'll see. So I'm taking the Commanders +3.
Commanders.
You doing the Commanders?
Commanders.
No.
You doing the Arnold Schwarzenegger's protecting his daughter from a house?
Nope.
Holy hail.
Didn't you see that on the thing?
Holy hail?
Yeah, on the.
Oh, yeah. Holy hell. That's right. What does it mean? What does it mean?
What's on the board at Ray J right now?
Google
you
it,
think?
dude.
See, I also listen when I'm not here. I listen. I'm always listening.
He knows the name of the
I'm always
stadium.
Ray J. Jesus
All right,
Christ.
here we go. You forgot your Roethlisberger jersey. Steelers going to Baltimore. 9.5 points.
I hate you.
9.5 points. Third time they're meeting this year. Pittsburgh got that first one at home. Baltimore one got the second one. The Steelers are limping into the playoffs. I'm going back. If you listened to last week, and I know you said you listened to last week, I said I wouldn't bet against the Steelers. I'm betting against the Steelers.
You taking Baltimore with those points?
I'm taking the Ravens 30, Steelers 16. Final score.
Wow.
That's a shitty game.
At this point in his career, Lamar Jackson has done it all. He's proven himself, except for in these spots.
Yeah.
And he's got a lot to prove, and I think that, like, this is it for him.
I'm just going to
this is the
say,
year?
I've probably told you this before. Russell Wilson lost his mojo when he got slammed at the 1 yard line in Philadelphia. He has not been the same since. I could only hope
He
that
finds it?
Pittsburgh treats Baltimore the way they normally do, come out of this, beat the number 3 seed, fly off to Kansas City, take care of Kansas City because they're fucking frauds, for real, and then we'll try and beat Buffalo in Buffalo.
So I'm not.
Go Pitt!
I'm not taking this pick.
Playoffs, baby! Don't shake your head! You don't know what it feels like!
Not playoffs, wild card.
It's Wildcard weekend!
That was so gimmicky sports radio.
That
all
was
that
so
just happened.
intense.
I love it!
Holy
Because I'm not
shit.
wearing my shirt!
If
I
I
mean-
was picking that game, I would take Pitt.
Russell Wilson and another Steelers batshit crazy wide receiver,
Yeah.
or
Always.
Lamar Jackson and the fucking king.
Lamar Jackson has to
They're
prove
also
himself.
Madoffs in the playoffs.
They have to prove
Yeah,
themselves.
in the playoffs. But
But I
the
get it.
difference maker is Derrick Henry.
Okay. We'll see. I love the Broncos, but I'm taking the home team, the Bills. I'm taking the points. I think it's 8.5. That was the last time I seen it. Mm-hmm. I will probably have a couple dollars on Broncos money line for fun. But for this show, I am taking the Bills at -8.5 because I think Josh Allen is going to do anything he can while he is healthy as he is and just try and blow him out. Broncos did very well this year. Very well. I think it ends here.
I have the same pick.
Damn it!
I hate that I have the same pick and you don't have your jersey on.
Man.
It really upsets me. But no, I have the Bills -8.5. I have not been sold on the Broncos this whole season, and they're good. Bo
They are
Nix is
good.
going to be
They are
good.
good.
Fine. That's amazing for their future. But, oh my God, I don't know. Josh Allen and the Bills right now, it's so hard to bet against them in
like
like
they gotta
an
make a statement.
exciting game.
He's got something to prove, but also at the same time, one of these teams is going to lose.
Yes, you're right.
One of these good teams is going to lose.
You're right.
One of these teams where there's no possible way you think they could lose, it's going to be one of these.
I hope my pick
You
is
think
it.
it's
I hope-
you mean Bills or Broncos
No.
or just in general?
No, I'm
like,
saying
what about Kansas City?
Ravens. No, I'm talking about right now. Ravens, Bills, Eagles.
Yep.
One of them is going to fucking
Minnesota.
lose. One
Somebody-
of them is.
somebody's
I don't
gonna
put them
lose.
in the same category.
They're 14-3.
They just don't have the lineage. I feel like it's the quarterback. I guess.
I got you. It's
Philly's
probably the
Madoffs
quarterback.
too. They have to make a statement also.
All right, so she's got 3.
All right, my last one. Game of the week. I think it's in the spot Sunday, whatever that is, 6:30. That's their favorite spot. Packers, Eagles.
Oh, it's not at 4:30. It's at 6:30.
I don't know what time
Jesus
it's at.
Christ, you don't know what.
It's the second game on Sunday.
doesn't
all
matter
right?
what time it is, right? We
Just
learned
go
this.
with it.
Yes,
5.5 points. Am I right with saying that?
I'll take it.
All right. The Packers in a difficult division went 11-6. They were the third wild card because of that, which they got to look at that. That's crazy.
Don't even talk
I
about
don't talk about that.
That's
We don't have enough
That's a
time.
different
We
conversation.
don't have time to talk about that.
Different conversation.
And their reward is they got to play the Eagles in the first round of the playoffs.
Right.
Eagles rested basically everybody. Smart thing to do. Not as smart as what the Chiefs did. We'll talk about that next week. 1 week is one thing. 2 weeks is too many weeks. And we'll see how that works out for them. But also, they win every year. So they they probably know what the fuck they're doing. The Packers played the Eagles week 1 over in Brazil, if you remember.
Nobody-
Saquon Barkley's
nobody
coming out
remembers
party.
that.
It was a long time ago. Thursday night, long time ago.
I think here's the thing. The Eagles ride Saquon Barkley in this game. They're just going to fucking continue to give him the ball. Jordan Love, not enough experience yet. So here we go. I'm taking the Packers plus the 5.5.
Okay.
But the Eagles win this game 28-24. I love it. Yep.
That's great. That is
Packers
great.
cover. Eagles win 28-24.
I'm taking the Packers as well. The only thing that makes me nervous is that they haven't beaten a really good team, and we've said that over and over again. I just am really betting against the Eagles. I like the 5.5, and this is my upset. This is my upset of the week. Green Bay, 5.5 in Philly.
So upset, they're going to win, or upset, you think they're just going to cover?
I think Green Bay's gonna win.
Okay.
I do think Green Bay's gonna win.
Take the fucking money line. Don't be a
I
pussy.
love that.
Money
Don't-
line?
Yeah.
Don't do it. Stick what you
It
want.
sounds like peer pressure.
Yeah, it is.
If I had my jersey on, if
peer
I had my
pressure.
Ben jersey on, I would go money line.
Oh, you need your little blankie?
Yeah.
You
I
need
mean,
your little security blankie?
Jet fans probably just fold up their jerseys and put them under their fucking couches at this time of year, right?
It's
I
a
know.
different thing. So I like the Yankees. What are you going to say? What are you going to
Can't
say?
do that all the
What are
time.
you going to say?
You can't do that all the time.
We did it.
I gave you the
can.
Chargers. So lucky.
Any props? Anybody got a prop bet? Who's getting the end zone? We got 53 seconds.
I mean, what do you think about Minnesota, LA? You don't think that that's going to be a good? Listen, I think LA could have beat Detroit in the air. I think Minnesota has a shot of winning this game.
I think the Rams are going to go far into the playoffs.
You think they're going to go far into the
Yes.
playoffs? I worry about them in Minnesota against Minnesota's defense, even though they didn't show up on Sunday night. That's what I worry about.
You know what we need. We
do we
need the
need?
conference championship game, Rams-Lions.
I'll deal with it in the conference
Stafford,
championship.
Goff.
Sure.
Again.
You know?
We had that last year in a divisional, but if you want to put that in the last one, that's great.
We need it again.
We did.
That's
We
great.
had it 2 years ago.
We need it again.
Everybody
Whenever
forgets
it
that
was.
the
We
Rams
need it
have
again.
a great running back. The Rams have a great
They do.
running back. and nobody talks about it.
He's probably one of the top anytime touchdown scorers this year.
Yeah, and you know what? And Minnesota's running game is gone. So, you know what?
First Down Dawgs.
That was good.
I did have one thing to say before we end this.
Okay.
Everybody hear about what Trump already wants to do?
No.
He wants to rename the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America.
Wow.
It's a beautiful name. That's what he said. It's a beautiful name.
You can't do that.
That's what he wants to do. He made an announcement today.
You can't.
I don't think.
I don't think you could do it either.
You cannot do that.
Who's
It's
the water
hilarious.
belong to?
Is he going to make it alive through the whole thing? You think?
I think there's definitely going to be attempts,
Definitely.
and there's definitely going to be some crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
Whoo! Wildcard!
I hate that you brought up fucking politics.
He's a wild card.
I thought that was going to be somehow related to football, but
Me
then
too.
Whenever
as
you
you,
talk about football.
I was about to say, as you were saying it, I knew you said you can't talk about football.
All right, see?
All right.
Gulf of America.
Trip, we miss you.
First Down Dawgs. Yeah, he's a loser for not coming.
It's the opposite of what I wanted to do.
Oh. Trip, I take that all back.
Cut it out.
You are wonderful.